everybody, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a long time now since I posted a video, but I'm back. I'm going to try to get back on somewhat of a regular schedule of posting. Today is Tuesday, June 3rd, 2025. Part of the reason why I hadn't been posting is I was on a trip out to see the Grand Canyon and Zion National Park. It was amazing. I put out a little video just driving through Zion National Park. That's one of those places that no video or picture will ever really do it justice. It's absolutely beautiful. I think that's the most beautiful place I've ever seen in my life. I would love to go back and spend another week or two just in Utah, going around and seeing everything there is to see out there. It's so different. It kind of feels like a lot of it kind of feels like what you would imagine being on Mars. It's amazing. The Grand Canyon was amazing too. And I think the perspective of being down in the canyon at Zion, it just made it even more amazing. Even though the Grand Canyon is deeper than Zion, that different perspective was just wow, absolutely beautiful. So if you haven't checked out my video of the drive through Zion, check it out. I think it's worth a watch. It's something like maybe 17-18 minutes long. There's no music, there's no editing or anything. It's just a straight drive through the park. But anyway, today I'm in the St. Elmo area of Chattanooga. I'm going to drive up Lookout Mountain. Lookout Mountain is up there. I'm just going to kind of drive around, head up towards Point Park. I've not been up there in quite a while. Don't remember if I've made a video up there. I may have made one of going up there on when I had a Honda CT125, which I regrettably no longer have. But if not, this is maybe my first video of riding up there. But of course today I'm on my 1978 CB400T, my favorite bike. I'm going to try to keep my talking on this one to kind of a minimum. There's a guy, the channel I've been watching, he's not really been making videos recently, but his channel name is Yankee Rides, and he started a new series of videos that's titled Just the Ride, where he doesn't really talk or anything. He just goes and shows all the scenery. And that's kind of what this is going to be, unless I just get started talking anyway, because I have a tendency, once I get started talking, I just don't shut up. But we'll see how it goes. But anyway, just enjoy the ride. That is part of the Lookout Mountain Battlefield Park. I think it's kind of tied in with the Chickamauga battlefield. They're all really close together. I don't know if this would be technically a separate battlefield, but maybe. And for anybody that's interested, the road I'm on is called Ochs Highway. It's O-C-H-S. But as far as I know, it's Ochs Highway. It was somebody that's important in Chattanooga's history. Their name was Ochs. I think maybe they had something to do with one of the newspapers or something like that. There is another way to go up here, but I chose to come up this road just because the other side is more heavily traveled as far as getting to the road to go up it. And I like to avoid traffic as much as I can, so I took this way. And it's a pretty scenic drive. These roads up here on Lookout Mountain are pretty confusing. Because if you lived up here, you get used to it, but it's to me, it's just a little bit confusing sometimes because I don't really come up here all that much. Right there is where the incline railway ends up if you ride it up to the top of the mountain. Maybe you can see ahead that we are up on the mountain. There's a view of Chattanooga. If I can find a good spot in a minute after we make it to Point Park, I'll pull over for a minute and give you a little bit better view of downtown. There's a better view inside of Point Park, but you have to pay to get in there. I think it's maybe $10, something like that, so it's not super expensive, but I've been in there before several times and I'm not really wanting to pay to go in there again right now. As you can see, the entrance there kind of looks like a castle. It was built after the park was made. It wasn't part of the original battlefield area or anything. As far as I know, it was just made afterwards for the park. Let's see, I'll pull over for a minute and redo my directions. Again, I don't come up here all that often, so I do use the directions just so I don't make a wrong turn, but I'll be back in a minute. Okay, here we go. And I won't record the whole way back because I'm just going to be going back the same way I came up. But I am going to try to get back over here to get off and give you a little bit of a view from the top of Lookout Mountain down towards the Chattanooga area. I think I'll pull off over here and just give you a little bit of a view there. Now the downtown area is over kind of to the left, so you can't really see the downtown area, but kind of gives you an idea of the view from up here. The people that live up here have a really nice view. Of course, it's mostly wealthy people. A lot of the old money from Chattanooga from years ago, they all live up here, either up here or on Signal Mountain. But I think a lot of the real old money lives up here on Lookout Mountain. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna just keep this one kind of short. I appreciate you watching. Sorry it's taken me so long to get back with another video, but like I said, hopefully I'm going to get back on a semi-regular schedule of giving y'all videos. I didn't do too well of keeping my mouth shut and just enjoying the ride, but anyway, you get the idea. But if you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Still trying to get my subscriber count to go up. As of right now, I believe I have 77 subscribers. If I could get up to 100, that's not very many, but for me that would be pretty amazing if I can actually get 100 subscribers. So I appreciate any of you that will click the subscribe button if you've already watched this long. But thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.